Abdurrahman Kurt joins me in the studio. He's an advocate of Turkey's Kurdish peace process. Welcome to the programme. Do you think this was an assassination?
No, I don't think so, because there were lots of witnesses at that place. We had spoken with them, and they said that they remained in the middle of the gunfire clashing.
I mean, obviously an investigation is going on, and that will reveal what will happen. Just
but
tell
I
us
don't think so that it's such a kind of professional assassination. It's, I think, mostly probably he remained in the middle of the gunfire.
Just tell us what sort of character Tahir Elçi was. He was a very well-known lawyer.
Yeah, but you know, the problem is Elçi was not a supporter of AK Party or neither AK Party nor HDP. He was the supporter of the peace process only, and the problem is somebody are trying to show him as a supporter of one side or the other side, but the problem is to understand that Elçi was supporter of the peace process just.
But he was on trial, though, for saying that the PKK was not a terror organisation.
Yeah, that's a kind of political explanation. It's not the meaning. It doesn't mean that he's a supporter of PKK, but as you know, in the world, states are explaining the other groups as terrorist organization. He didn't want to explain the PKK as a terrorist organization for saying something for peace process to them and to be understandable from them, because otherwise, if he says they are terrorist organizations, like today he had done, he couldn't say them to not to do such kind of clashings in the middle of the city centers.
How do you think his death will be viewed, given that he was an advocate for the peace process and somebody who genuinely wanted to see the two sides come to some sort of agreement?
You know, I think we have to take some lessons from his death, because as we know about, it's more than 30 years that we didn't get any results from the clashings. So the civil policy is the only way for having a reason, for taking a reason about the peace process. So, and I think Tahir spent his life for explaining this, just this civil policy, democratic policies, is the way of finding solution between Kurdish society and Turkish society. I think we have to take this lesson from his death.
And where are we with the peace process? We saw it disintegrate straight after the bombings in Suruç.
We are not a good point, but this doesn't mean that we didn't have hopes. We don't have hopes. We have hopes, because it's the nature of these kind of processes that you fail and you go on again. The point is we have to take the courage from this kind of actions for going on, that we have to go on because of the society's rights. Otherwise, if we couldn't go on, we will see such kind of deaths too much more than this time. So I think the problem is we have to have courage to say the rights and to go on.
Okay, Abdurrahman Kurt, thank you.
You're welcome.